Hey, just a quick update. I actually got something a little unexpected. Yesterday, they announced the Closers Founders Pack and the closed beta release date, which is going to be on Tuesday. So I went ahead and I got the $15 pack. I know there has been a lot of backlash. They made some changes from the open beta. The main thing being that they have weekly fatigue instead of daily fatigue, so that you can play for longer on one day instead of having to wait every day, which is nice for people that can only play like one or two times a week, that have other stuff to do. But it's been getting a lot of backlash because I guess it would affect the end game stuff. Maybe it would affect the economy as well. I really don't mind it too much. I mean, the flow of closers gets kind of like tiring after a while, because it's not like Critica or the way that DFO has kind of tweaked itself to be, where you have to go back to town every single quest. It gets really annoying. So I don't know if I would really sit there and play through like 3 days worth of weekly fatigue in one session, because like a couple hours of it would probably just be waiting for load screens and talking to NPCs and skipping text. But people are upset about that. There's also the fact that the I forget what they're called, but they're like these dark edgelord costumes. They were free in the other versions. They're charging like $150 in the Founders Pack to get them, and then there's also the issue that they don't have the wolf dogs in the game yet, which means that apparently you can't save them up and give them to the wolf dogs characters. I think you only get one per pack too, so if you wanted to get one for every character, if you're a player who wanted to play as every character, then you'd be spending like $1,000 or something like that. Probably even more, actually. You can factor in that they're already on like a third group of characters on the Korean version. But I don't really care too much about that stuff. I've been kind of looking for something to play. PSO2 has been bland for a while. I don't really care about Buster Quest. DFO I have been playing again because I read that a plus 11 lance that I had on my skirmisher is actually going to be a really good weapon in a couple months whenever they do the next balance patch. So I decided to grind out some Econ stuff. So I'll probably record some of that during off times. The other thing I wanted to announce is that I would like to do a giveaway for my 6,000 subscriber milestone. It's a pretty big deal for me, especially since probably in the next few months it will be hitting 10 million views as well. So it'd be cool to kind of celebrate all that early. What I would like to do is give away a copy of Fight and Rage, but I don't have any kind of hookups like I have in the past when I've done giveaways for 20XX and Streets of Fury. So I would have to pay for it out of my pocket. It is a $20 game. He doesn't sell it on any other retailers, so I'd have to pay $20 flat. If people are interested, if I get more than a few comments saying that they'd be interested in winning a copy of Fight and Rage, as soon as I take care of my groceries, I'm probably going to buy that $40 PS Plus deal. I might also get Spirit of Sanada, because it's $20 at GameStop. After I take care of all of that, which should be sometime this weekend, I would like to do that at some point this month. So go ahead and let me know. Also, I'd like to promote my Patreon. I don't really like doing this that much, but I'm kind of realizing that I probably should save up to get a Switch and some more RAM at some point. And right now, with what I'm making, it's going to be difficult to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and post my link in the description. Hopefully, by the time of my birthday, which is in March, probably after I get back from Californiathon, if I go next year, I would like to kind of put some effort into getting a Switch. They actually have some really good third-party support. It's been my biggest problem with Nintendo for the longest time. Like pretty much ever since the N64, they've had pretty lackluster third-party support. Pretty much all the games on their consoles, long after their life cycle when the successor is out, like probably like 80 to 90% of them, the best games that people mention are all first-party. But they have some really cool stuff coming out. Koei has been supporting it a lot. There's cool stuff like Gunvolt. There's a lot of indie games on there. There's some things that I could definitely see myself playing, and now that I have a capture card, despite the small issues that I'm having with it, it would be more feasible for me to get one. So I'd like to kind of work towards that, maybe throughout the rest of this year and early next year. So if you want to help, my link is in the description. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give people a short update. I haven't really been talking that much. I've actually been feeling better mentally. I just haven't had much to say. I thought about getting .hack, but it's like $50. I hear the combat is like nothing too special, and I know it being a Namco game, probably by the time of my birthday it's going to be like $20. So it's probably something I'll check out maybe next year. Obviously next month I'm going to be doing Climax Fighters. So this month I'm probably just going to tackle through some of the backlog a bit. Going through the rest of Ys 8 was something I kind of wanted to do, but then I hear that they're doing a full retranslation of the game, so I might just decide to wait. I'll have to see how I feel. But I probably would like to tackle that this month, and then next month is going to be Climax Spider. So that should be pretty interesting. A lot of stuff has been translated already. We've found out about some of the mechanics in the new PV, and it's actually going to be available in English in the Southeast Asia region. So I need to figure out where I can get that from, and I'll keep you guys posted. Anyway, my stuff's in the description. I'll catch you guys later. Next week is going to be closers. I also was considering doing a week of roguelikes, since a couple roguelikes that I play have gotten some pretty significant updates. That would be Dead Cells, Red Obsidian Remnant, and 20XX. And 20XX actually has a pretty big update, I think, coming this month. So it would be cool to cover all those. If people are interested, I will do another one like I did with my week of overviews for action games. Anyway, catch you guys later. Peace.